and welcome to my Pokemon VGC ASMR video. In this video, we are going to be using Mega Raichu-X to set electric terrain and enable our hard trick room so that our Ampharos can the fuck out of them. Yes, back with another video. I am here to do exactly what I just said. I am cooking with Mega Raichu-X to set electric terrain, set trick room, and then hopefully sweep with Ampharos, and then maybe go for some instructs with Oranguru. I've got Helping Hand on the Photograph. I can also stick it next to a Rhyperior, collect Discharge. Rhyperior with its ground typing is going to be immune, and it can start launching off high horsepowers or rock slides or rock wrecker if I'm feeling particularly brave. We've also got the Crabominable. Anyone who's watched previous videos knows I really like ice type support to go with my electric types, so Crabominable can come if I have any issues with ground types and grass types. It can also come along with the Ampharos and the Raichu because I don't necessarily need to mega the Crabominable. It can still do a fair amount of damage on its own, but I am a big fan of Mega Crabominable, and it might see play in a game or two. So that's the team. As always, full paste will be in the description, but right now I think it's time to get to ladder and cause some problems. I am yet to figure out if those problems will be for me or for my opponents, but I guess we'll see. So I wonder how many people we are going up against are going to expect it to be Mega Raichu Y, and also how much of a difference it'll make for anyone. I do feel like experienced players could probably look at this team and get a vibe of what I'm going to try to go for. Looking at this, I think I just go with the game plan. The idea is Raichu has Fake Out, so I can go for a Fake Out in the first turn, while Oranguru goes for the Trick Room. And then the next turn, if needed, I can go for a Volt Switch out. Raichu being naturally quite fast means it'll be the slowest thing in Trick Room a lot of the time, so you get that slow pivot on the Volt Switch. If it gets taken out in the process, that's actually fine. Allows me to bring in the Ampharos for free, and then start firing off massive rising voltages on the electric terrain. So that's a general idea. This is fine. I've got Pasho Berry. I can probably live a Wave Crash from Basque. So I kind of thought of this team because I looked up the Pokemon with the highest special attack that gets access to Rising Voltage, and outside of Mega Pokemon, it is base Ampharos. So I've given it a Life Orb. Unfortunately, you can't run any of the Megas and also Mega Evolve Raichu-X to get that electric terrain. So this is how I figured to be kind of, I guess, the best way to utilize it. I hope they're not going for a Imprison here. It's been a while since I've seen Shandy. Go for a Fake Out and hope for the best. I would have to go for a Hard Switch in the following turn, because otherwise they'll just Encore me. Go. I think it's the first time I've actually seen electric terrain in Pokemon Champions. Mega Evolution on the Chandelure means it's probably not Imprison, so that's good, although I am slightly concerned about how much damage an Overheat is going to be doing to Oranguru. Heat Wave. Hopefully this takes out the Raichu. It doesn't, but that's alright. Next turn. I'll probably just go for a Volt Tackle here. The recoil, it'll take itself out. Encore doesn't do anything for me here. Foul Play doesn't do anything for me. I assume Instruct on a Fake Out just fails. I'm just gonna launch Foul Play into that just to cover for a potential switch. And then Volt Tackle the Chandelure. If they protect the Shandy, Oh yeah, that's a thing that can happen. Why did I think I was immune to that? Oh yeah, that's right, because I have Mental Herb on it. Sucked in. Big chip damage there. Ah, yeah, slower than the Raichu. Makes sense. Okay, that's fine. Raichu goes down. That's the main objective here. It means we can bring Ampharos in. Might encore me again, which means I'll be stuck into foul play, which is a bit annoying. But if I can get the Instruct off, it's going to be... okay. Well, hopefully Rising Voltage on terrain takes out the Shandy. And if it doesn't in the first hit, it should be the second with the Instruct. No. that's a clean KO there. Life Orb Ampharos taking names. And I wonder how much it's going to do to the resisted hit on the Whimsicott. Because we are doing it again.
Another one.
I'm already having fun with this team. This is good. I think I've cooked something here. Yes, Ampharos. Yes. Ah, this Pokemon is amazing. Who knew all it took was burning your entire Mega Slot and getting Trick Room up for Ampharos to be viable? This is sick. Oh, hello, Primarita. You don't seem like you take a Rising Voltage well. Neither do you, in fact. You might be in a bit of a tough spot here, friendo. Do I go for it? I'm actually gonna go for a Discharge here. I feel like they might try to go for maybe a Life Orb Aqua Jet, which possibly picks up the Oranguru. This might also pick up the Oranguru, but that's okay. Ampharos picking up 4 scalps in the first game. That was fantastic. Okay, the team is doing exactly what I wanted to. This is sick. This is sick. 4 points of Life Orb chip, and 4 kills for Ampharos. Ampharos, you're a sheep and you're also a goat. Okay, not sure what that person's name is. I'm sure someone in the comments is welcome to tell me. What am I worried about here? Potentially a counter Trick Room by an opposing Sinistcha. Fake Out obviously doesn't do anything to that. I'm not concerned about Fake Out by Sableye, nor am I concerned by Taunt, because I've got the Mental Herb, so that's pretty safe. If Pyroar comes, that's kind of okay turn 1, because I can get the Fake Out off on Raichu. Go for Ampharos, and I wonder... I would like to bring Nigella the Rhyperior here, but I think I'm bringing Mr. Krabs. Just because I want something that is able to hit the Sinistcha, and it hits the Garchomp as well, which is very nice. So, yeah, this is kind of showing, I guess, why the Ice typing is so important, because that Sinistcha and that Garchomp both would be a pretty significant issue to my Life Orb Ampharos. Ampharos does have Dazzling Gleam, but the reason it's doing so much damage is the stab and the terrain boost. So those multipliers kind of go hard there. Gonna go for a Trick Room. Sableye can't stop me getting it up unless it has its own Trick Room, and then I'm gonna go for Mega, set the terrain, go for a Fake Out, stop the Pyroar getting damage off. I imagine they're just gonna go for Sunny Day on the Sableye. But I guess we'll see. Be nice if they go for a Fake Out on Pyroar, predicting the Fake Out, because that wouldn't be wise, but a very good... Yeah, sweet, awesome. Maybe they were concerned about damage coming out from the Raichu. Fake Out there. Are we going to see a Fake Out from them as well? Gravity, okay. Interesting. That I don't think that benefits me at all. It would benefit me if I brought Rhyperior, because it would mean Rock Slide and Rock Wrecker and High Horsepower all never miss. But this is sick, because I can go for a Encore into Pyroar. And I don't trust that I'm going to get knocked out here because I'm about to encore the Pyro on Sable. I can't do that much damage. So rather than go for a Volt Tackle, I'm just going to go for a Volt Switch to guarantee the switch out into Ampharos. So they're going for a Protect here. I don't think they can stop the Encore. They might try to go for an Encore on their Sableye like the other guy did last game. Okay, Encore into Raichu. That's annoying. It does slow me down slightly. Because I obviously don't get that switch out. Delays me by a turn, but I think we're still okay here. I just hard switch here, get Ampharos attacking in next turn. Ampharos is safe here, because I don't really have anything that can threaten it. So I'm just going to start picking up some chip damage, and I'm going to bring the Amphi in. They do have Garchomp in the back. That could be a bit of a problem because they did successfully stall out a turn of Trick Room, which is pretty useful when you're playing against a hard Trick Room team. Hard switch on the Pyro makes a lot of sense. I was expecting that. Basculegion is good to see. That is Ampharos food, as we well know. Encore has been disabled. Fair enough. Did I click Foul Play into the Bascule? I mean, I didn't even realize Mental had worked on Disable, but that's good to know. Foul Play. Damn, should have gone into the Pyro slot. That's quite possibly a one-hit knockout. Go for that, and then go for a Rising Voltage into Sableye. Yeah, switching out Basque, probably a good call. Sinistcha? Okay. This is why I want the crab. It'd be better to have the crab on the field, but I think we can work on this. What is that? Last turn. Okay, so I'm locked into Foul Play, I guess. A bit annoying. I would have liked that second Rising Voltage. I've still got the Raichu in the back, so I actually don't mind too much if Trick Room goes down. Stuck into Foul Play here. How many turns of Trick Room? 1. I'm just going to go for the Rising Voltage into the Sinistcha. They either protect the Pyro or go for a Rage Powder. There's the Protect. Probably just a match a gotcha here, I imagine. I wonder how much this Rising Voltage does. Probably not a heap. That might be enough. Come through, Oranguru. Come through with that big Foul Play. Nice encore, idiot. Amazing. Yeah, they didn't get to use their gravity either. Electric Terrain going down is kind of fine, because I can just bring Raichu out at a later time. That being said, I'm going to try to set Trick Room here again. I'm stuck into Foul Play, that's right. Alright, I'm going to try Foul Play your fish. And I'm going to... Hang on, back punch on that. I'm just going to hard switch the crab. And I can bring Ampharos back in later once I've got the terrain back up. Ooh, that is so much damage. Is that Life Orb? It's not Life Orb. That's going to finish me off. Goodbye. So if I recall correctly, my Raichu is faster than this Pyro, but it doesn't matter. 2 for 2. Awesome, awesome. I was worried when I started recording this that I was going to tank my elo slightly with this X-Chew hard Trick Room team, but it's feeling good. It's honestly feeling pretty good. It's a little bit closed team sheet jank. But honestly, like if you're trying to climb the ladder, I can think of worse teams that you could run. Like the opponents don't really know what you're doing, and once you get that Trick Room and that terrain up, it's pretty well in your favor. Sinister again is annoying. I think Oranguru is so strong at getting Trick Room up, because if you give it a Mental Herb, it's immune to Fake Out because of Inner Focus. It's immune to Encore and Disable, and Taunt, sorry. And it's just got a buttload of health. So basically the only way they can stop it getting up is if they have their own Imprison on the Sinister and they go for that, because I can't fake that out. But I'm willing to take that risk. I'm going for the same lead again. I could potentially even not go for a Fake Out, because if they lead Zard, I could just go for a Volt Tackle into that. And then try doing that again in the following turn. Once again, I am bringing Crabominable. I think, like, just look at the team. Ice typing is too good. If I don't have it, I'm just walled by the Sinister and the Garchomp. Although that being said, Ampharos did a lot of damage to Sinister last game, and Instruct Rising Voltage, I think, takes a Sinister. So it's not the most threatening thing. I'm more concerned about the Garchomp, but with that, yeah, Crab really helps with that. And I do also have that Dazzling Gleam on Ampharos. But I guess we'll have to see what they lead here. Could very well just be Garchomp Charizard, okay. I think I'm going to Mega and go for the Volt Tackle here. My ideal situation is Trick Room and Volt Tackle. Ideal situation is Raichu gets taken out this turn, which means Ampharos is in immediately. If they leave Garchomp in, I might actually go for the Crab first. They almost definitely protect the Charizard, which means I could probably go for an Encore on it next turn. With the monkey. Alright. I think they're almost definitely going to go for a Protect on the Zard and Earthquake on the Garchomp, which is totally fine. I'm happy for Raichu to get sacked. It's done its job. No, I mean, they're going to go for a Mega Evolution, which suggests they're not going for a Protect. Does make a lot of sense to Mega and Protect on the same turn with your Charizard. Okay, cool. They're just letting me have this. That is awesome. That's really good to see. So that is going down. Raichu is going to take a lot of recoil damage. It's going to demonstrate why I feel that Mega Raichu-X on its own isn't that great. Because it takes itself out to basically 2 Volt Tackles. So there we go, as predicted. Earthquake taking out the Raichu, and now Oranguru is going to be able to get that Trick Room off. And means I can bring in Crabominable. How much health is still on most of its health? I wonder if an Instruct Dazzling Gleam probably picks it up. I wonder what they've got in the back. Do I want to try it? The issue is if they bring Sinister in, I'm in trouble. You know what? I'm going to try it, because if they bring Sinister in, they probably go for a Protect and then for their own Trick Room. Sylveon is fine. I don't think that picks up my Ampharos, so I'm going to go for... Oh, they probably Protect... Are they worried about the D-Gleam? I feel like they probably... Because if they protect the Garchomp and then go for a big move on Sylveon, my Ampharos might be in trouble. But I think I just have to... They see the Electric type, they've got their Ground type, they're not that concerned. Damn it! I should have gone for the Rising Voltage. I am a fool for doubting myself and for doubting the Rising Voltage. I can't imagine this is going to do a whole heap to Sylveon. Yeah, that's not a lot. On the bright side, they've seen me do this. It means they probably switch out Garchomp. I could go for a Big Brain Read and try to go for a Rising Voltage next turn. However, if Oranguru goes down here, if they go for Hyper Voice and Oranguru goes down, I bring out Crabominable, and then I'm also in a pretty good spot. So let's see what it is. Hyper Voice... I think Ampharos is fine. Oh, they're both fine. Interesting. Crit on the Oranguru and everything. This thing is so bulky. It's kind of crazy. Okay. I reckon they switched the Garchomp. I reckon they're scared of the D-Gleam. And if not, we at least get to see Rising Voltage pick up some more scalps. Yep. There we go. Bringing something good. Yeah. That's gonna take the first Rising Voltage at least.
Lightning!
That's not gonna take a Rising Voltage though. It's so much damage. This is crazy. Alright, do it again.
Another one.
Get a crit. One hit knockout on the grass type, please. Does Instruct potentially... I think it can target opponents, which means Rage Powder is maybe a problem? Also, is this the last turn of Trick Room? I think it... Oh, there's 2 turns left. Okay. I'm just going to go for an Instruct into a Dazzling Gleam. I think that should be fine. They do go for a Rage Powder here. That doesn't actually do that much. That's fine. Do it again.
Another one.
Lovely. I'm having so much fun with this. I don't know why I don't play Hard Trick Room with Oranguru more. This is genuinely awesome. Thank you, Fiverr. Very cool. Just, yeah, go for the Instruct Dazzling Gleam. Surely double Dazzling Gleam picks up.
Nope.
That's just bloody rude. If I lose this game to a double protect, I'm going to be mad, but that's also just... I don't expect that Oranguru is living through this turn. But if they're going for Earthquake here, like I imagine they will, there's the Earthquake. It means I can bring Crabominable in. Crabominable probably takes 1 Earthquake, and it can get an Ice Hammer off. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Please don't flinch me. Please don't flinch me. Don't do it.
Nope.
Oh, that's so annoying. Earthquake probably picks it up now. Mach Punch definitely doesn't pick that up. Oh, that's frustrating. That's not fair. Yeah, man, enjoy your win. You totally deserved it. This is why I don't play Hard Trick Room. Because I'm not keen on losing to double protects into subsequent rock slide flinches. Alright, one more. I was going to see if we could go 4 for 4, but that ruined things slightly. Entirely uncool. by the Garchomp player. I think that person should have a long, hard look at themselves. How dare you get lucky in Pokemon VGC? Disgraceful. It's a rain team! Okay, interesting. Would you believe I don't have an answer for Swampert? That's a problem. Yeah, I really don't have anything on the team that deals with Swampert. I think I'm still going to go for the same leads yet again. Yeah, I don't have anything on the Raichu that hits a ground type at all. So I'm definitely bringing that. I wonder. I don't think best deals was a Swampert. Basically nothing, really. Maybe Ampharos with a Dazzling Gleam. Possibly Rhyperior was going to do more damage to it with a high horsepower. That probably could have been the play. But Pasha Berry or no, I'm still definitely folding to a Wave Crash. Alright, so either one of these could be a Zoroark, but I wouldn't imagine so. I think I can take one Eruption on my Oranguru. So I'm going to go for a Fake Out into the Torkoal. I know neither of them Zoroark because we saw both of their abilities go off. Might be Life Orb on the Typhlosion. It's probably Scarf. Life Orb Eruption, I don't know how I take in the sun. But stopping any secondary damage coming out from the Torkoal in the form of... Oh, God. Okay, I don't think I'm taking this Eruption. Yeah, a bit late there, Raichu, but thank you. Oh! Let's go! Oranguru, you are my goat. Now it's Ampharos time. Annoyingly, that Torkoal is still slower, and Oranguru is actually spec'd to be slightly faster than the Ampharos. So, yeah, Torkoal's going to move first. So, this is going to be a big eruption, actually. And I am not going to... I think I'm actually just going for a discharge here, because I want to weaken the damage coming out from the Torkoal. Should have gone for Rising Voltage into the Torkoal. Yeah, there's the eruption. I didn't think about the Torkoal. That was a bit silly of me. I'm gonna be honest, I think I've lost this game. Oh my goodness! Ah, it was a crit. Okay, yeah, that was a lot of damage, even with the electric terrain. Alright, I'm going to need Mr. Krabs to serve up some absolutely devastating Ice Hammers. I don't think we saw Life Orb chip on the Typhlosion, which means it's probably Choice Scarf, which would explain, well, I mean, one of the reasons that they switched out there. So that's possibly good. Hopefully it means it's not... Okay. I think I need to go for a Rising Voltage into the Typhlosion and an Ice Hammer into the Swampert, because if I don't take out the Typhlosion, it's taking out my Crab. Unfortunately, if Ice Hammer doesn't kill the Swampert, and I can't imagine it will, then it's gonna take out my Ampharos, and maybe my Crabominable as well. I do think Ampharos is still slower than Swampert, even if they're no speed investment. Yeah, sweet. Okay, so we're at least taking out the Typhlosion. It's Focus Sash! We're not taking out the Typhlosion. Okay, that's bad. That is very, very bad for us. I need them to miss the Heat Wave, please. Oh! It's not a Typhlosion. That makes sense. I actually... We saw that Frisk didn't go off. I should have known that. That's a big whoopsie. But I mean... Yeah, sweet. That's fine. I think we're actually alright here. Hopefully it is Choice Scarf Typhlosion, because it means I can now go for a... Wait, I don't have anything in the back. What am I talking about? I thought I had a Pokemon in the back. Okay, I've lost this one. Yeah, cooked it. That's alright. We'll at least take out the Swampert. Unless they protect. Which would be Little Dick Energy. Boo! Heatwave miss one time. Alright folks, we have our win con. We just need it to miss several more of those. Which is very possible. Hasn't garnered the nickname Focus Mist for nothing. Also, what were they thinking? What were they cooking? Alright, please not another double protect. I don't think I can take another one. Alright, good. Ice Hammer doesn't miss. Fantastic. Focus Blast does miss. Critical hit didn't matter there. We saw how much damage the first one did. Chat. Chat, all I have to hit this thing with is an Ice Hammer. Miss another one? If I do win this game because the Focus Blast misses, because it would need to be a few... Yeah, no, never mind. I was about to say I wouldn't be allowed to complain about luck from the last game. Alright. That's a shame. I think if I brought Rhyperior there, I might have actually been fine. I think I tunnel visioned on the Ampharos game plan a little bit too hard, but that's okay. We learn. And... You know what? I'll play one more. One more. I said I was going to finish it up early, but I'm having fun. I'm genuinely having a good time with this team. And I do think if I come up against another team like that, I will bring the Rhyperior. But hopefully we don't, because, yeah, I don't really have a great answer into Swampert. Alright. Okay. Interesting. Another Garchomp. Crazy how the most popular Pokemon in the format keeps popping up on teams. Who knew? Is it just the same four again? I feel like I'm being very unoriginal here. I don't even know why I've got Ferrograph on the team. I did like the idea of having a second Trick Room setter, and Ferrograph is nice for blocking priority. Maybe I want a Sinistcha instead. Keep the rest of the team alive. It gives me something to answer Mega Swampert. That could definitely be an idea. If you're considering cooking this team, you might want to chuck a Sinistcha on instead of the Ferrograph. I think Rhyperior is a good call. It definitely covers a few weaknesses in the team. Not that, you know, I'm bringing it to do so, but theoretically. Caesar and Gardevoir. Do we expect a fake out? And if they go for a fake out, are they faster? I think they are. I think Raichu-X has a base speed of 110. And I'm running Adamant, so even if they're Adamant, we're still slower. That said, that doesn't really matter that much unless they fake out my Raichu, because I've got the inner focus on the Oranguru. So if they fake out my Raichu and then go for a big damage move on the Gardevoir, that could maybe be an issue. But we've also seen that this Oranguru can eat anything, so I think we're fine here. I'm feeling pretty comfortable. There's the Mega coming out. We're in a really good spot if we are able to get a switch. So if Raichu gets taken out here, and I can bring Ampharos in and go for some Instruct. Read the team sheet, buddy. If I can go for some instruct rising voltages, that would be great. They probably switch the Sneasler here. But if they don't, they are going for another fake out. And I'm going to go for Volt Tackle. Do I want to go for Volt Tackle into Gardevoir? Raichu's probably not getting taken out here if I do that, and I do want the switch. Yeah, I won't be greedy. Go for the Volt Switch. If it does get taken out, great. Fantastic. So they're probably switching that next turn, which means there might be a Garchomp coming out. Volt Switch. I'm slower than the Gardevoir. That's interesting. Okay. I don't know what Mega Gardevoir's max speed is. I'd need to check that. This is not great then. I don't love that I'm sending the Ampharos in here. Should have gone for that. Oh! Alright, if you want to be a dick about it. I can do that too. Can't do anything with your Sneasler, you've got to switch it out or struggle. And even if you go for a Protect on the Gardevoir, that's totally chill. Aegislash is fine because that gets the shit rising voltage out of it. And we haven't seen that finish yet, so it could still be Garchomp. I'd be surprised if they didn't bring Garchomp. I have 2 electric types on the team. And we've got a fresh Trick Room set up. This is very nice. So they possibly bring Sneasler back in. Okay, there's a Garchomp. I feel like if they go for a King's Shield here, then they get Encored into it. And if not, then they're going to get Rising Voltaged. Yeah, okay. So Ampharos gets taken out here by the Garchomp probably, which is annoying. But Encore goes through King's Shield because it only blocks attacks. So they are now stuck doing that. And I can bring the Crab in pretty much for free. Rest in peace, Ampharos. Gone too soon. And, oh, Oranguru. Oranguru. You're doing the Lord's work. I absolutely love your work. Okay. I think I'll switch out into the Raichu. I've potentially got another slow switch for later. They're probably going to go for a Protect on Garchomp and switch the Aegislash. But when Raichu comes back in, it should have the slower Fake Out and subsequently faster in Trick Room. Fake Out than Sneasler when they switch that back in to replace the Aegislash. So that puts me in a good spot there as well. Yeah, there it is. So Sneasler comes back in. Almost definitely a Protect on the Garchomp. If not, they have either titanium balls or a tiny cranium. And it looks like regular balls and regular brain. But this is fine. So they probably should have countered the terrain turns. I want to go for another switch. If I fake out the Sneasler, the Crab isn't doing much work. Just going to go for a Volt Switch into that slot. Ice Hammer that. If they don't switch the Garchomp, yeah, okay. Safe, correct play, but I'm a little bit disappointed in you. You would have won the game if you just stayed in and clicked Earthquake. There's a Protect. Which is great because it means I can go for a Encore on Oranguru next turn. Volt Switch means I get that switch again. I'm missing Ampharos because it is most of my damage and it did annoyingly get taken out a bit early. So Encore into Sneasler. And an Ice Hammer. They might try to switch out predicting the Encore. They just eat an Ice Hammer, which would be nice. I could also potentially go for a foul play into the Aegis Slash, but it's not going to take much from that at all while it's in shield form. See what happens. Oh. That's very annoying. But they are stuck into Fake Out now, which is nice. The double. Is this going to be an Iron Head? Okay, into that. That's whatever. They probably go for a King's Shield here. And then switch to Sneasler. I'm clicking Fake Out because I don't want to make contact with a shield. Okay, yeah, they just leave it in. That's probably the correct play. No King Shield is really annoying. I could have gone for a Volt Tackle and picked up the knockout there. Oh, frustrating. No Iron Head is interesting. Not sure what they were thinking there. Yeah, I was in a much better spot if I picked up that Ice Hammer last turn. Maybe I was too concerned about the King's Shield drop on Raichu. Hopefully they try to swing again with the Aegis Slash. If they go for a King's Shield here, I've just lost, and that's fine. I mean, I think I've lost anyway, because... Yeah, okay. So it looks like we're at least picking up the Aegis Slash. Or not. Oh, it's Scarf Garchomp. Wait. Oh, of course, it must be Jolly and I'm Adamant Raichu. I'm regretting running Adamant on my Raichu now. I think the idea was so I could do more with Volt Tackles once Trick Room went up. Yep. GG's. That's really annoying. I should have ended this at 2 videos, because I think I've gone 2, 3. Started out so strong. And then got shafted by a bad matchup, and then got shafted by luck. And as much as I complained about the Ice Hammer miss there, I don't think it really mattered. Oh well, good games. Still a fun team, even if I can't pilot it particularly well. Well played, Emily. Thanks everyone for watching. Get another pile of my nonsense. If you liked this and you want to see more, then I'm sure I'll make another one at some point. As you can probably tell if you're watching my videos consistently, the schedule's pretty loose, but I make them when I can, and I'm having a good time doing it. So do leave us a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and do come check out some of my stuff.